Hello, my name is Joseph. I like mythical creatures on my t-shirt, and this is my vlog. So we've already learned two important things about me. My name is Joseph, and I like having mythical creatures on my t-shirt. Now I want to talk a little bit more about the past. I used to make vlogs. They were not very successful. I generally talked about things like science and my life and some of the mental issues that people have, and some of the things that I see in society that kind of confuse me. I'm going to do something similar for this vlog, except I'm going to keep it in more of a video format. I hopefully will be doing a vlog once a week. This is probably going to happen on the weekends when I actually have time for myself when I'm not working. I'm going to cover general topics from media. We'll get to that later, by the way, because that's my first topic. I'm also going to cover things like social status, gender roles, mental disabilities, depression, sorry. And it's actually going to kind of evolve. You're going to discover what I'm talking about while I'm talking about it. I will talk about a lot of things. Some of it might not interest you, some of it will. Hopefully, enough of it interests you to keep you interested. I can't believe I just said that. Next up, the topic of today, media, specifically films. So as you probably know, films are a very important thing in today's society. It's a budding industry, it gives you a lot of information, and it's entertainment. I really like entertainment. I like being entertained. This is why we have media to begin with. YouTube exists so that people can send you content. Yes, you specifically. I'm looking at you and me. I watch a lot of content on YouTube, let's be fair. Films, though, are a completely different type of media. Recently I discovered two films that kind of upset me in either their execution or their premise. The first one I'm going to talk about is Lucy. Lucy is about a girl who starts accessing more than 10% of her brains, like the average person only accesses 10% of their brains. The only problem I have with this is the average person uses a lot more than 10% of their brain. Mythbusters covered this one, guys. How can you get something like that wrong? That was disproven like so many years ago. This is the past over here. That was when it was disproven. The future and the present meant to have like correct facts about this. The other film that I'm going to talk about is Gravity. Gravity is a film that's meant to be beautiful. It's meant to be going to space. I'm actually probably going to spoil this a little bit, but there's no real spoilers. Woman goes up to space, woman has an accident, woman gets down from space and survives. Way! It's a blockbuster. However, while she's up in space, she does a couple of things that are kind of impossible. So I'm only going to go over one scene. One scene. There is a scene in that movie where she is like, oh god, I'm all alone. Someone grabs her from behind while she's floating in space with a jetpack, and he jetpacks towards the ISS, and they grab onto it, and he goes flying off into the distance. I'm going to backtrack for 2 seconds. They jetpack onto the ISS. The International Space Station, for those of you who don't know, travels at 77 kilometers per hour. It orbits the Earth every 90 minutes. You're not going to hit that with a jetpack. For example, this, the deployable prop scissors, is going to be the ISS. This is how fast it moves. This is how fast you move. It doesn't work! Even if it did work, even if you somehow managed to align yourself in perfectly trajectory right into the middle, which would require a supercomputer, and you managed to grab onto it, you'd be turned to sludge. Your arm would either get ripped off your socket, or if you somehow managed to hold on, your brain would end up going out of your feet. Why does the film industry do this? Okay, so I can understand not doing your research. Well, actually, no, I can't, considering there was a movie that I'm hoping you all saw, which is called Up. That movie, filmed way back here in the past, had a team of engineers and stuff come in. So I hear, do not quote me on this one. And actually tell them how many balloons they needed to make the house go bloop, 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 bloop. Why couldn't the people who did Gravity just do like a little bit of, just tiniest bit of research? It hurts my head. It makes me annoyed. And I know what you're saying. Oh, Joey, it's a movie. Calm down. Calm down, really. It's just a movie. What could go wrong? That's the point, you see. Every movie you make releases information out there for everyone to learn from, for everyone to experience, for everyone to think is real or is not real, for everyone to base their decisions on things. So if you go around saying that, for example, you can jetpack onto the International Space Station, or that humans only use 10% of their brain, that means that the general populace get this information and they don't know if it's right or wrong. people probably assume it's right because they'd assume, well, it's the film industry. They obviously do the research. Wrong. So without that research being done by the film industry, they're misinforming everyone. They stop us from expanding our knowledge. There's no good reason for movies not to be informative and entertaining. I can't think of an informative and entertaining movie right now, but I'll get back to you on that one. So to sum it all up, my name is Joseph. I love having mythical creatures on my t-shirts, and I think that the film industry is doing us a severe disfavor by not actually researching the things that they're making movies about. I hope you enjoyed, and I will leave you with outtakes. Future's here, the past is there. This is important. So I'm gonna go over. Okay, we're good. Kind of deployable prop. Ow! I cut myself. This is why I need a camera.